Is that why the secrecy and the privacy with me today?
No.
Then what's keeping you from unloading your burden? Is it your own pride? And do you think at this point that your pride matters more than Travis's family's grief? You know, what if they don't have a faith base like Travis did? And what if they don't have a spirituality to fall back on to help them through this process? You know, some people can deal with it better when they have their own spiritual roots that they can dig down and hold on to. What if they don't have that? You know, what if they're in more turmoil than somebody who did have a faith base? Wouldn't you want to help them out? I mean, you tell me that you're sorry.
If I could, I would help them in a heartbeat.
Well, you know that you can't bring him back. But you can help them understand. And no matter what you say, it's not gonna change their love for their son. It's not gonna make them dislike their son, no matter what happened. But at least they'll have closure. At least they'll have closure. If you're not going to do it for yourself, at least do it for them. If you've already resigned to the fact that your situation is hopeless, why wouldn't you do that for them?
That's a good question. I think I will. Can I use the restroom?
Sure.
I'll just think about
You understand that I have to go in there with you?
this. It's fine.
Okay.
I don't know which way it is.
Go this way, all the way down into the road. So before we took a break, I posed the question to you that you felt was a good question. If you see your situation as so hopeless, why wouldn't you at least give the family some closure and some peace of mind as to what happened or why?
Strongly evaluating and
If you have any feelings, emotions within you, if you have any goodness in your heart, I don't know why you wouldn't do that. And because if you don't, and you don't give them the information that they seek for the closure, that makes you a very selfish person.
I think I've been pretty selfish.
How have you been selfish?
Just a lot of ways. Travis was always so selfless. He gave me everything that I needed. I needed money and he had it, it was mine. I needed food. I needed to borrow his car. I needed to use the internet because mine was down. Anything. I needed to. If I wanted to borrow any books, he had a cool library or audiobooks. One time he helped me with my prepaid legal business, and he doesn't benefit monetarily in the least from it. And I would help him too with that each month because you have to qualify for his position. It's a monthly qualification. Sometimes I would just help him with computer stuff. And I think I'm selfish. And one time we just met in Ehrenberg, and I lived in Southern California. So we could just rent a hotel room and make out the whole weekend. And whatever. But we drove to go see a movie, and there was this boy standing with a sign. He pulls over in his BMW and pulls down his window and said, "Are you hungry?" And she said, "Yeah." So we turned around and went to the Wendy's right next to the hotel. And he got her this triple decker and the biggie fries or whatever it's called and the biggest drink that they had and gave it to her. He always did stuff like that. We pulled into this gas station once in Chinle, Arizona. It's all just Navajo Indians. And nothing against that tribe. They've got a very rich culture, but most Navajos that you meet today are really overweight. But they have their animals are starving. Everywhere you go, they got ribs sticking out. It used to make us feel so bad. So Travis bought. We ended up splitting it, but Travis bought 7 cheeseburgers for 300 hungry dogs. And one was a mother puppies, and they just wolfed them down, and we felt better, but we just felt like we couldn't do enough.
did things go wrong, Jodi?
I don't know. I don't know.
This is your chance to make at least something right. Even if it's on a small scale, it's a big deal to his folks.
Do they already know I'm in custody?
I'm sure they do.
Should they feel better about that much?
But they still need closure. I mean, just because you're in custody doesn't give them any closure. Is this something that you planned from day one? Is this something that you wish you could take back?
I wish I could change it. Wish I could rewind the clock.
And what would you do if you rewound the clock?
I would have done everything I could to prevent it.
If your fate is inevitable in your mind, why wouldn't you give the family closure?
I don't know. I don't know if I can give them what they want. I don't know.
Wouldn't you at least want to try and let them make that decision? If it were my son, I would want all of the information I could, so that I could make some sense of it